Angels according to Spiritism, spirits at a high level of evolution. Throughout religious history, angels have been presented as perfect created beings, intermediaries between divinity and humans, tasked with specific missions and endowed with a superior nature from their origin. Spiritism proposes a more rational, progressive, and coherent understanding with the natural laws of life when addressing the topic of angels. According to Spiritist doctrine, angels are not fully formed and perfect created beings, but spirits that have reached a high degree of moral and intellectual evolution. They have gone through, like all others, stages of learning, successive experiences, and overcoming imperfections. What differentiates them is not their origin, but the level of consciousness achieved. This vision eliminates spiritual privileges and reinforces the idea of universal justice. If some spirits are already in elevated states of harmony, it is because they have traveled a long path of learning and transformation. Progress is the result of continuous effort, not of unequal creation. All spirits are destined at some point to reach this same evolutionary level. Modern deep psychology helps to understand this concept. Elevated states of consciousness, empathy, altruism, and lucidity do not arise instantaneously. They are built over time through emotional integration, self-knowledge, and overcoming egocentric impulses. Angels represent fully integrated consciousnesses, free from significant internal conflicts. Contemporary science also offers important parallels. In complex systems, such as biology and the human mind itself, we observe different levels of organization and functioning. There are more primitive states and more sophisticated states. Applied to consciousness, this principle suggests that there are varying degrees of lucidity and balance, compatible with the Spiritist idea of a moral hierarchy based on progress. Spiritism further clarifies that angels are not idle beings or distant from humanity. More evolved spirits naturally act to assist those who are still walking in lower stages, not by imposition, but by affinity with the good. This assistance occurs discreetly, respecting each individual's free will and capacity for understanding. This understanding profoundly transforms the meaning of the word angel. It ceases to represent an unattainable exception and begins to symbolize the natural destiny of every spirit. What is today called an angel is the human being of tomorrow, after a long process of learning, responsibility, and love lived consciously. Thus, the idea of angels stops feeding fantasies or rigid hierarchies and begins to inspire hope and commitment. Every effort for moral improvement, every act of empathy, and every conscious choice brings the spirit closer to those elevated states of existence. If this reflection has helped you better understand the meaning of angels according to Spiritism, like, share, and leave your comment. Your participation helps this message reach more people.